Every website you visit, every post you make online, every app you use. There is a body of law governing all of it, and most people have never heard of it. In this video, I am breaking down tech, media, and telecommunications law, what it is, why it matters, and what the hottest areas are right now in 2026. Whether you are a business owner, a content creator, or someone who works in tech or marketing, this is information you need. Let us get into it. Welcome to the Digital Business Hub, your go-to channel for digital marketing, social media strategy, tech law, and career development. If you are new here, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video. So what exactly is tech law? Tech law is the body of legal rules and regulations that govern how technology is created, used, bought, sold, and regulated, both online and offline. It is not one single law, it is a collection of legal frameworks, from data protection rules to intellectual property rights to platform regulations, that together form the legal structure of our digital world. Every time you sign up for an app and click I agree, every time a company stores your personal data, every time a creator posts content online, tech law is operating in the background. Now let us talk about TMT specifically, because this is the term you will hear most often in the legal and business world. TMT stands for technology, media, and telecommunications. The T for technology covers software, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and cybersecurity. The M for media covers broadcasting, publishing, streaming platforms, and content creation. The second T for telecommunications covers mobile networks, internet service providers, and satellite communications. These three sectors overlap constantly in the modern world, which is why they are grouped together as a single legal specialism. So what does a TMT lawyer actually do day to day? There are four main areas of work. The first is tech contracts. This means drafting and reviewing software licenses, SaaS agreements, and IT contracts between businesses. The second is data privacy and GDPR. TMT lawyers advise companies on data protection law, helping them stay compliant with regulations like the UK GDPR and the EU GDPR. The third is intellectual property. This covers protecting software, digital content, brands, and innovations from being copied or misused. The fourth is regulatory advice. TMT lawyers help businesses navigate regulators like Ofcom, the ICO, and government bodies that oversee the tech sector. Now here's where it gets real. Let me show you tech law in action. When TikTok faced a ban in the United States, that was tech law. Specifically, it was government regulation of foreign-owned digital platforms on national security grounds. When the European Union passed the AI Act, that was tech law. It established rules for how artificial intelligence systems can and cannot be used across Europe. When a company suffers a data breach, tech law kicks in immediately. Under GDPR, organizations have 72 hours to report the breach to the ICO, and they face significant fines and liability if they fail to comply. Tech law is not abstract. It shapes the decisions of the biggest companies in the world, and it affects ordinary people every single day. Now let me address the question some of you might be thinking, why does this matter if I am not a lawyer? Here is the honest answer. If you run a business online, you are subject to tech law right now, whether you know it or not. Your privacy policy, your cookie consent, your data handling practices, all of it is regulated. If you are a content creator, copyright law, platform terms of service, and data privacy rules affect you directly. Using unlicensed music, repurposing someone else's content, or collecting email addresses without proper consent, these are all legal issues. If you work in marketing or tech, understanding the legal landscape around data, advertising, and platform regulation makes you significantly more valuable to any employer or client. Legal literacy in the digital economy is not optional. It is a competitive advantage. Let us talk about the hottest areas of tech law in 2026, because this space is moving fast. The fastest growing area globally right now is AI regulation. Governments around the world are racing to build legal frameworks for artificial intelligence, and lawyers who understand both the technology and the law are in extremely high demand. Data privacy remains central. GDPR, UK GDPR, and equivalent laws in other countries continue to generate enormous compliance work for businesses of every size. IP and copyright is becoming increasingly complex, particularly around one question: who owns content that was generated by artificial intelligence? This is an unresolved legal debate with major commercial consequences. Platform liability is another growing area. Are social media platforms responsible for the content their users post? Different countries are reaching very different answers, and the legal work around this is expanding rapidly. Fintech and crypto law covers the regulation of digital payments, cryptocurrency, and blockchain technology, an area that is attracting significant regulatory attention worldwide. And finally, cybersecurity law. When systems are breached, organizations have legal obligations, and the lawyers advising on those obligations are increasingly essential. So how do you actually break into TMT law? Here is the pathway. Step 1 is obtaining a law degree or completing a law conversion. In the UK, this means either an LLB or a PGDL if you already have a degree in another subject. Step 2 is passing the SQE, the Solicitor's Qualifying Examination. This is now the main route to qualifying as a solicitor in England and Wales, replacing the old LPC. Step 3 is building your tech sector knowledge alongside your legal studies. This means certifications, side projects, and demonstrating genuine understanding of the industry you want to advise. Step 4 is targeting TMT specialist firms. Firms like Lewis Silkin, Fieldfisher, and Bird & Bird have dedicated TMT practices and actively recruit people with both legal credentials and commercial tech awareness. Step 5 is gaining paralegal or legal assistant experience while you are qualifying. It builds your CV, your network, and your practical understanding of how TMT work actually operates in a firm. The combination of legal qualification and genuine tech and marketing knowledge is rare. That is exactly what makes it valuable. If this video gave you a clearer picture of what tech, media, and telecommunications law actually is, save it so you can come back to it, and share it with someone who is either working in tech, running a business online, or thinking about a legal career, because this is information that genuinely changes how you see the digital world. New videos go up every Monday and Friday, covering digital marketing, social media, tech law, and career development. Subscribe, hit the bell, and drop a comment below telling me which area of tech law surprised you most. I will see you in the next one.